Hey everybody, welcome back. If you haven't, so I'm Monsieur Moustache. This is Gabriel Souleyre.
Hello everybody.
All right, so we're still here talking about Stigméria, the game he created, the board game he created.
My friend, you forgot to present
mascot. The mascot of the édition Garajeux is Alf, a little Shiba Inu. All right, he's like he wanted to click the mouse early and. You want to play?
He's ready.
He's ready? Oh, he's ready. Let's do it.
We are ready.
So on this video, we will talk about the basic rules for playing the game, how to set it up, and how to play it. Basically on the solo mode. First, we will do the solo mode. So...
Ok, donc effectivement, bonjour à tous, et nous allons donc du coup vous montrer les règles du mode normal, donc aussi le mode solitaire, comme vous avez pu voir sur la vidéo précédente. N'hésitez pas à aller la voir parce que c'était l'unboxing de Stigméria où on explique vraiment tout de A à Z, de tout ce qu'il y a en contenu. Et là aujourd'hui, on va essayer sur cette vidéo d'aller assez vite sur l'explication des règles de base. On va essayer. En général, on a un peu la tchatch, mais we will try.
Yes, we talk a lot. So on the previous video, if you haven't watched it, you can it will be linked somewhere. You can watch us unboxing the game and introduce you to all the content in it and all the different game mode and everything quickly, obviously, because we do a video for each different game mode for you to understand how quick is it. We'll try to don't talk as much as the previous video because we talk a lot and
we will try.
Yes, but we'll do it quickly. So
let's go pour la mise en place déjà. On va commencer for the startup. Je sais pas if we can say like that.
How to set up the game. So it's not complicated. You choose first which
donc board, yes.
Which board or which difficulty you want, and you choose the board linked to that difficulty.
Donc là, je vous conseille, pour débuter votre première partie, de prendre la VertigHainneuse, donc le plateau VertigHainneuse, et on va choisir un schéma, un défi à reproduire, une étoile, pour commencer déjà la partie. Donc, j'ai pris un des défis, la VertigHainneuse, c'est le défi numéro 2 du jeu, et on va prendre évidemment la carte qui va avec, qui nous explique l'action spéciale de cette VertigHainneuse.
So to introduce you to the first game mode, we'll use the easiest flower to use, named the VertigHainneuse. It's a French word game, a bit hard to translate in English. Even if I speak English, I still have trouble to exactly how to translate that word game. We took the puzzle number 2 and level 1, as you can see, because you have 1 star. So this is a puzzle level 2, number 2 on the first level, easy level, we'd say.
Yes. Et du coup, on va faire la mise en place. Donc du coup, on a pris la...
Yes, because every flower came with how to set up easily the rules. The rules of this flower are here on this card. So nothing complicated. You just take that card, the flower, and you're all set up to go.
Et donc du coup, j'ai pris ma carte et mon défi. Donc pour installer la partie, qu'est-ce qu'il va falloir faire? On va déjà prendre du coup dans notre pioche 15 créatures, 15 stigmériens rouge, red, yellow, et 15 aussi blue.
So when you set up the game, so you choose your board, you take the puzzle you want to do, the rules associated to that flower, you take a token pouch, and in the token pouch you will put 15 red, 15 magenta, 15, sorry, because it's primary color. So 15 magenta, 15 yellow, and 15 cyan token, and you put it here. It's what will you use every turn if you want to bring more Stigmerian into the game.
Et donc, we have already up here.
Right, 15. Yeah, if you don't know, this STL file are free to download and print yourself on the édition Garajeux website. So it's easy because when you have it, it's always 15, so it's really quick to set up the token pouch.
Avant de commencer la partie, on va déjà, donc du coup, nos stigmériens, on va en prendre un pour la mise en place qu'on va mettre dans notre zone de recrutement, c'est-à-dire à l'extérieur de la fleur.
So we forgot to present the board game first because we present it quickly on the previous video. So this is a game board you will play with. You have different parts layer on this game board. So this is the main area when you have to reproduce the pattern on the puzzle. And this is what we call the hiring our recruiting area where when you pick up a Stigmerian, this is where it goes first. You cannot bring it directly to the flower. And this is the wind. To explain you every turn, you have the wind blowing. So we will explain you the wind mechanics. So as you can see, setting up the winds before starting the game to remember to play the wind. So to don't forget it because it might happen. So with the token, it's easy to remember. You put a wind token, 9 in total on the whole board. And each petal represents one turn. And the little round gray you can see here are the number of action you can do every turn. So every turn you have 1, 2, 3, 55 action in total on 10 different turns. You can use the turn token in the box. So every box will come with 4 token turn. If you kickstart on game on tabletop, not kickstart, but if you crowdfund it on game on tabletop, you can get this miniature here. It's you can use it as a turn to count the turn, obviously. So it's as your preference. You want the miniature, you want the token. It's up to you.
Et la mise en place est déjà, we are ready.
All right, so we're ready to play. You have the win token on the game. You have how to count your turn, and when you put the token in your pouch, you mix it and then pick one. You already it's a free hiring. It's a free hiring at how to set up the game. You already have a Stigmerian ready to go on the board, or up to you what you don't want to do after that.
Et donc on va essayer de faire ça en moins de tours et d'actions. Il faudra réussir à faire le défi au plus tard à la fin du 10e tour, puisqu'on va avoir en tout, comme tu as dit tout à l'heure, en tout on a 55 actions pour réussir à faire nos défis du mode normal. Puisque là on est donc les règles du mode normal, et donc c'est du puzzle game, puisque si on n'a pas réussi à la fin du 10e tour, on a perdu la partie, sauf si on joue avec les enfants ou en mode découverte, où là vous allez pouvoir proposer de rajouter un nouveau tour pour continuer un 11e tour. Mais sinon, il va falloir réussir à faire ce défi au plus tard à la fin du 10e tour.
So all the puzzle you can succeed, they made to be doable in 10 turns, 55 actions. So the whole game you have to try to reproduce what you see here on here in 10 turns. So right now we're ready to play. We'll just present the basic mechanics quickly. So you have on this card action, it's tell you what you need to what you're allowed to do during this on that flower. So for example, as you can see on the puzzle board, you have colors that not yellow, magenta or cyan. You have purple, green and orange.
Qui ne sont pas dans la pioche.
So it's not in the token pouch. The only way to make this color is to mix primary color together to make it. So it's a rules of that flower introduce you to what we call the mixing of colors.
Et du coup, alors je vais vous montrer en 3 minutes comment ça fonctionne, du coup, parce que là on a fini la mise en place.
So the setup is done. He will explain you in under 3 minutes.
Attention.
Under 3 minutes, how to play the game.
Let's go. Donc du coup, nous allons avoir 3 actions de base qui seront pour tous les modes de jeu. Il y a recruter, atterrir et déplacer. Donc la première action, c'est recruter, qui est de piocher au hasard dans la pioche et de mettre dans la zone de recrutement ici.
So you have 3 actions. All the game mode are based on the 3 same action. You can hire a Stigmerian, recruit a Stigmerian. You can land on the flower, and you can move. That's the game is based on that, so it's not complicated. 3 actions to remember. Easy.
Nous n'avons pas de limite dans la zone de recrutement. En fait, il tourne autour de la fleur. On avait dit tout à l'heure que la fleur est carnivore, donc on va avoir un protocole à respecter pour pas se faire croquer, sinon la fleur se referme et on a perdu la partie. Donc c'est pour ça qu'il va falloir respecter un certain nombre de restrictions, on va dire, pour pas que la fleur nous détecte.
Yes, so for example, if you decide to recruit a Stigmerian, you pick it from the token pouch and you put it here on your recruiting area. No limit. You want to pick up 45 tokens to play. It's up to you. You put all there. They can be all around the flower. Because if you directly land on the flower, it's a carnivorous plant. So you have to respect a certain protocol to appease, to make relax the plant to go take the pollen out of it.
Donc du coup, nous avons vu recruter et ensuite on va pouvoir, donc tu as dit très bien tout à l'heure, pour atterrir. Donc atterrir, ça on va faire arriver sur la fleur. Et on va toujours faire atterrir sur la fleur dans un des pistils. Ça, c'est les emplacements, les pistils. Et on va toujours devoir atterrir à côté d'un jeton déjà présent. Ça, c'est la seule règle qu'on a tendance à oublier. C'est toujours, on arrive à côté d'un jeton, orthogonalement, haut, droite, bas, gauche, mais pas en diagonale. Évidemment, sauf le tout premier qui doit arriver quelque part sur la fleur, c'est l'éclaireur, c'est un peu le kamikaze, qui arrive où on veut, sur la ligne A. Mais c'est le tout début de la partie, c'est la seule exception, puisqu'après tout le reste du temps, quand on fera atterrir, ça devra obligatoirement arriver autour d'un jeton. On ne pourra pas se dire s'il y en a un ici, lui, il arrive sur la première ligne, c'est pas possible, il est obligé d'arriver à côté d'un jeton. Que ça soit une créature, ou vous verrez tout à l'heure que ça soit un pollen.
All right. So the first action you can. So as you can see, we show already how to recruit. If you want to land on at the start of the game like that, the first token can only land on the A wherever you want on the A line. So you want to land it here, that's fine. After that, during the game, the only way to land on other Stigméria on the flower, it's next to one with already on the flower. So it could be either way in a Stigmerian form or in a pollen form. So if you want to bring another blue token, you can bring it here, 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 or here, not diagonally, because it's only up and right or left, up, down, and right, left, on any token on the board, wherever the token is. You cannot decide to bring a token here if no other token around it. I think that's pretty easy.
Yes, it's good. And the last action is to move the token, the creature,
around the board.
Voilà, sauf en diagonale.
All right. So the last action, because we say we have 3 actions: recruiting, you put it here; landing on next to a token, if already one on the board.
The first is
the first one here, but after that, next to one if it's already on the board. And the last action you need to remember outside of the 3 is just to move. Every turn you can use one action to move, right, left, up, down, except if not diagonally. This is for other game modes. So on the basic mode, you can only go up, down, and right or left.
Et la dernière, donc là ici ce sont les 3 actions de base du jeu pour tous les modes de jeu, et évidemment on va aller de plus en plus loin en gameplay, puisqu'en tout il y a plus d'une vingtaine d'actions sur Stigméria, mais on va les apprendre pas à pas. Et là la VertigHainneuse nous apprend une seule action spéciale qui lui est propre, qui est l'action de mélange, pour, comme tu l'as dit tout à l'heure, de les transformer en couleur secondaire. C'est-à-dire que si on le fait, par exemple, recruter, on arrive avec un rouge, lui on le fait atterrir par exemple ici, et là on va pouvoir faire une action de mélange qui coûte une action pour, par exemple, les 2 qui sont là, les transformer hop, en violet.
Alright, so,
et les 2 sont transformés en violet et eux ils sont enlevés du jeu. Je te laisse.
Yes.
Yes.
So, outside of the 3 basic actions of recruiting, landing on the flower, and moving, you have how many skill sets you say? 40?
Around 20.
20. You have around 20 skill sets in total you can buy during the game on other game mode, not on the basic game mode. Each flower will introduce you to one of the game skill you can have. This one introduces you to the mixing. So if you have 2 tokens of blue and red, for example, you can decide to mix them together, like when you're in primary school doing a painting. And you decide blue and red do purple, so you decide to mix them together for one action. It's not a free action, you have to pay, but both tokens become purple. So you get 2 purple tokens out of 2 different token colors.
Et c'est comme ça qu'on peut faire aussi du vert, etc., etc. Hop.
Obviously, if you have, because it's primary color, you can mix yellow and blue, yellow and red, and blue and red to do all the different color. It could be green, orange, or purple outside of these 3 primary color.
Et du coup là nous avons déjà toutes les bases. Alors du coup je vais vous montrer, parce qu'on va avoir le vent qui va souffler, donc je vais vous montrer comment on pourrait faire quelques tours de jeu.
Alright, we will present you how to do some basic game turn, because as we said, you have the wind with a big part of the game and really interesting mechanics. So you have to use the wind at your advantage to make it the quickest way possible to succeed the puzzle. And so we will just play some game to see how it starts. So this is how you set up the game: the wind token, the count turn, and the first random token you take from the pouch.
Donc my first action, je peux atterrir ou je peux recruter, et je vais atterrir, et je vais essayer d'atterrir par rapport à mon schéma. Donc là je vois qu'il y a un bleu ici, donc qui est en C4. Donc je suis obligé de me mettre sur la ligne A, et je vais décider de me mettre ici pour ma première action, et j'ai fait ma première action du tour.
So on his first action, as you could see before, the token was here. So you have two choices. Either way, he could use his first action to hire another Stigmerian to have more choice in colors, or he could decide to land on the flower. He decided to land on the flower because, as you can see on the puzzle, you need to succeed. On C4, you have a blue token. So he put his first token on A4, so it will help him to succeed the puzzle quicker. So as you could see, he moved his counter, so he did the first action to land on the flower, so he moved to the wind token.
Et donc maintenant nous allons faire l'effet du vent, wind en direction du sud, south wind, et du coup qu'est-ce qui va se passer ici? Du coup tous les Stigmériens, toutes les créatures vont descendre d'un emplacement vers le sud, puisque en mode normal le vent va toujours souffler dans la direction du sud. Pour le mode normal et le mode compétitif, ça sera différent en mode no limit.
Right. On versus and easy mode, the wind effect always blow all the Stigmerian on the flower one down south. So if your Stigmerian is here and it's a time to do the wind, it will just go one pollen down. Obviously, if you have more Stigmerians, they're all going down, and you remember to take out the wind token to remember you did it. So you take it out. I did the wind. You move to the next turn. As you can see in this turn, you have two actions, so you can either way recruit, move, or land on the floor if you already have.
Oh, I have a.
So one action to recruit another blue token. It's not too bad because we need two blue, so it's good.
I can do that, or I will hire again.
Unfortunately, he did two actions. He decided to recruit twice and get two blue, so it's not too bad because we still need like green, purple, and orange, so it will all be useful.
Wind effect. So here, hop, je le descends d'un emplacement. Et là, je regarde s'il est au bon endroit. Est-ce qu'il est en C4 comme sur le schéma? Si c'est le cas, je suis obligé de polliniser la fleur, c'est-à-dire qu'il va se retourner et il pollinise la fleur. C'est pas une action, c'est obligatoire. C'est un effet de jeu. On est obligé, dans ce cas-là, si c'est au bon endroit, de le retourner et il ne bougera plus de la partie.
So as you could see, he arrived to the second turn. He finished the second turn by hiring two Stigmerian. His little Stigmerian was here. It needed time to do the wind effect. So we take it out and the Stigmerian move one down. He arrived exactly on the piece of the puzzle when you need to pollination the flower. So at the time the Stigmerian, this is a free action. It's mandatory. You cannot skip it. If it's at the right place on the flower, he has to be pollination the flower.
Pour parler du vent, si on avait eu deux créatures l'une au-dessus de l'autre, le vent ne les empêche pas. Du coup, ils sont obligés de bouger comme ça. Par contre, si j'en place un ici, là, il va être bloqué et il ne pourrait pas bouger avec le vent parce qu'il serait bloqué par le pollen.
Oui. Alright, so if you have two like Stigmerian on a flower, they will obviously move together at the same time because nothing blocks them to move down with the wind effect. But what is nice with the pollination Stigmerian is they worked as a block. So if you have a Stigmerian here and it's a time to do the wind effect, the Stigmerian is blocked. It won't move down or it won't jump above it to pass it. It will just be here stuck. So it's you have to use it as your advantage, as a strategy to make sure you can succeed quickly, for example.
Next round, third round.
Yes. Third round, 3 actions this time. So every time you get one more action at the previous turn.
My first action will be to. Donc je vais atterrir.
He will land on the floor on his first action.
So I move my contour.
Yes, he moves his action turn counter. His action counter one done. So his second action will be to move.
Yes. Hop, et je vais déplacer encore à nouveau. I will move again because I am on the good spot.
Yes, so he decided to do 2 actions of moving. As you could see, he moved only right because you can move right, up, down, right or left. And he moved twice to bring to the second piece of the puzzle where he can pollination the flower and make sure the token won't move anymore.
Donc il y a l'effet du vent, but you can't nothing will move.
Yes, you can speak in French.
Yes, voilà.
No. So we arrive to the third wind effect, but as you can see, because of Stigmerian pollination the flower, you don't have to move them. They don't move anymore. Outside of if you have a Stigméria on the board, only Stigméria move, not the pollination token.
Et j'arrive du coup au 4e tour, et donc là je vais avoir 4 actions sur le 4e tour. Comme je dois reproduire le schéma à l'identique, il ne faut pas que j'ai des stigmériens à la fin, il faut que j'ai que des pollens. Si jamais j'ai des stigmériens à la fin, il faudra que je puisse les sortir. Quand il y en a un sur la ligne J pour une action, je peux le sortir du jeu. Par contre, attention, si jamais c'est le vent qui me sort par une action obligatoire, là du coup la fleur se referme et j'ai perdu la partie.
So as you can see, this is what you have to reproduce on the game board. This is the puzzle. So you can think it's easy to just bring any token you want, but at the end of the game, if you arrive to the last turn and you still have a Stigmerian here, and it's the last turn, you lose the game because it's here. You have to bring it out yourself. How to bring out a Stigmerian? Easy. You bring it to the last line on J10 or J whatever you want on the J line, and you have to use one action to bring it out of the flower. If you don't,
it's remove. Remove.
Yeah, you remove it from the game. Yeah,
yes.
you remove it from the game. If you have one Stigmerian here, and the wind effect bring it out of the flower, it will work as a stimulus for the flower, and the flower will eat everything on the game board, and you will lose the game. Like it's carnivorous plant, so if it will just close down and eat everything inside. So you have to be careful.
Mais ce n'est pas punitif dans le sens où on sait que ça va arriver. Si jamais
it's not like suddenly. It's not bad. It's suddenly. You can see it coming, so you can decide to use one action to put it out yourself to avoid losing the game.
Je te laisse commenter, je vais faire et je te laisse commenter pour les prochains tours de jeu.
Okay, so he will keep playing the game on the 4th turn, and I will just comment his action like his port. So we get another blue token. Not lucky, guys. It happened to me. I play the game, and despite 15 red and yellow are inside, I picked only blue for a while. So he picked a yellow. That's good. He did 2 turns, 1 blue, 1 yellow. He decided to land on the yellow Stigmerian on the board. As you can see, bring it to, close to an already existing pollen Stigmerian or pollen token. He used 2 actions to bring a second blue one, next to the yellow. Wind effect, they both moved on. He removed first action for 5th turn, 5th action.
Et là, je vais faire mon action spéciale.
So he will do the special action of this flower with mixing the color to get all the token, because as you can see, you need 2 green, and exactly what he did here. He mixed the yellow and blue to make 2 green. So he used his action to move the green and yellow at the right place. And the last action to recruit another blue Stigmerian again. Wind effect, as you can see, only the green going down.
Je vérifie si je suis sur G, mais pas encore. Et du coup...
as you can see, you need to be on G line to make the Stigmerian pollination the flower, to do the pollination of the flower. Oh, recruiting first action, you get a red token. Nice.
Et là, je vais, par exemple, faire ça. Hop.
All right, he brings his Stigmerian, the red token, next to the blue one. As you can see, with the wind effect, lucky for him, it will serve as a pollination flower, so that's good. He recruit another yellow token. All right, he brings the second yellow token on the board. He lands on next to the red one, as you can see, because you need a yellow here. He recruit another yellow, that's good. But he still have a lot of color to do, purple and orange as well. Oh, another red. Wind effect, so he recruit a lot. Wind effect. As you can see, the 2 green arrive on the right spot. So G7 and G4. So they pollination the flower, and the red as well on D3. So he pollination the flower as well and become like a little pollen token.
Je pense que là, du coup, vous avez pu comprendre comment fonctionne la mécanique de déjà les 3 actions de base et la mécanique spéciale de mélange pour arriver à reproduire évidemment le schéma en moins de tours et d'actions.
So we won't play the whole game, but I think you probably can grasp the basic mechanic of the 3 action: moving, recruiting, landing, and moving a token, and as well as the flower special action with mixing color to get other color to succeed to do the puzzle. So we won't do an in-depth playing where we play for hours and you can just watch us, even if it's interesting, but you probably can grasp how easy the game is.
On peut faire, donc là vous avez 6 défis pour chaque fleur, et là on peut vous montrer juste les actions d'une prochaine fleur, sachant que vous avez, comme on avait dit sur la présentation, 5 fleurs différentes avec 6 défis pour chacune des fleurs qui vont de 1 à 3 étoiles, et pendant que tu vas expliquer, moi je vais faire la mise en place de la fleur suivante.
So I will explain you the different. You can do 6 challenge per flower, and you have 5 flowers, so you have 30 challenge in total. And during I'm talking in setting up the second flower to show you what's a bit different and the second flower. And all the all the puzzle came with different level from 1 to 3. So you have a different, as you can see, the first one with the first puzzle is a bit different. You have a lot of orange, no purple or no green. So it's really up to you to decide which kind of challenge or puzzle you want to succeed and do that.
Et donc du coup on va jouer avec la Maronne, donc du coup hop, celle, hop, il y a les règles juste recto verso, et là on va jouer avec celle-là que je vais vous montrer sur la caméra.
So as you could see, he used, this is a first flower, VertigHainneuse, and explaining you which kind of action, the basic action you can do during a turn, and the special skill you can use. So was mixing, you just return it and you have the Maroon rules. So you have the same basic action you can do here, and the special skill you can use here. You have 2 new skills to learn.
And we have
and you can see there, he's showing at the moment, I didn't notice, he's showing you one of the puzzle of the new flower. So different kind of flower.
Hop. Donc on va faire pareil que tout à l'heure, mise en place, on en pioche une, et puis après on va pouvoir partir, sauf qu'on aura les 3 actions de base, toujours recruter, atterrir et déplacer, mais on n'aura plus l'action de mélange qu'aussi la Maronne nous propose combinaison et fulgurance que je vais vous montrer.
So as the same as before, when you set up the board, you put your wind token, they will blow sauce always outside of no limit mode, they're always blowing sauce in versus all solo mode. Always your free token. You can recruit, the first token is free, you have to set up the game, you pick 1 token from the pouch, and it will show us, you have 2 different skill set here, one named combination, when you can combine 8 token to make 1 color. Here it's getting the marron, the brownish token, so to do a brownish token you need 8 colors.
Et donc on va devoir avoir 2 bleus, enfin 2 bleus, 2 jaunes, 2 rouges qui entourent un jeton au centre. Hop.
All right, so if you have 8 token, I forgot the name in English, oh my gosh. You have 8 token around 1 token in the center, and you need to have at least 2 blue, 2 red, as you can see here, and 2 yellow, to make 1 token become brownish.
Et pour une action, du coup, hop, celui-là il va être remplacé pour une action spéciale de combinaison. On va pouvoir créer du marron.
So you have to pay 1 action to transform the center token into a brown token.
Et les autres vont rester tout autour. On pourrait les avoir ou en créature en stigmérien ou en pollen, ça marcherait aussi.
All right, it's either way you have a stigmerian or pollination flower. It's up to you, and you can create a brownish token, as a brown token, not brownish, a brown token, as long as the 8 around it are like, it's 8 tokens from different colors.
Et la dernière action spéciale, ça va être fulgurance.
So this flower bring you 2 new skills. So combination, we just see it, 8 token making to create 1 brown token, and you have what we call fulgurance. When you bring 5 token, randomly one after another, on the same line, wherever you want.
Sans passer par la zone de recrutement.
And you don't have to go through the recruiting area before you can. Fulgurance is like you land on directly on the flower. That's the only case. I mean, one of the skills that allow you to do that. You probably have some others, but this one, it's straight to the flower. You don't have to go to recruiting and then pay an action to land on the flower.
Donc là, c'est une action qui est très forte, mais par contre, si on en a en trop par rapport au protocole, au schéma, au pattern, on sera obligé de les sortir du jeu, donc de perdre des actions. Et en plus, on risque aussi de se bloquer parce qu'on n'a pas la diagonale, donc on peut aussi se retrouver à perdre la partie si jamais on a un jeton bloqué en plein milieu des autres, puisque je vous rappelle qu'il faut qu'on soit, quand ils sont au bon endroit, ils sont obligés de se stabiliser.
Yes. Enfin, so you have to remember, we don't use diagonal movement in this game. It's on the flower bringing you that. So when you play the fulgurance, it's really strong and a really interesting skill set because you bring directly the token to the flower. You have no idea which 5 token you bring, but you have to remember one thing is if you have overload of token, like more reds than you need you need 4, but if you get 5 red token, you need to bring them out of the flower yourself, not the wind. And because they need to do pollination on the flower, you have to think about when using that skill set fulgurance, where to put your token to don't block them, because you don't have diagonal movement, so be careful.
Je crois que du coup là on vous a montré donc deux des 5 fleurs pour le mode normal, ce qui est déjà pas mal. Ce mode normal donc qui se joue encore une fois en solo ou réflexion collective ou à plusieurs, et celui qui gagnera la partie sera celui qui aura le meilleur score possible. Et après pour finir de parler du solo, on a aussi le mode no limit en solitaire, mais on en parlera sur la 3e vidéo, sur la vidéo spécialisée no limit.
Alright, so we will introduce you all the different game modes, just to show you what each flower could bring. We let you buy the game and get the game and discover what other game mode you can use on the solo and what each flower bring up to you for the playing. We will speak about the no limit solo on the no limit video, will come later, and you can probably look on the description to get it already.
Et je crois que du coup, là pour cette première vidéo, on est pas mal au niveau des règles, etc. Voilà, le temps
I think it was quite simple enough to understand the basic action, about 3 actions. Each flower bring you a different adding skill, so easy to understand and not much to say anymore. If you have any question, as a previous video, you can write in a comment. He will reply to you. He write and speak English, but he doesn't think he speaks that good.
Et donc il faut savoir que vous avez donc du coup donc ça permet d'installer rapidement, de jouer des parties de 20 minutes en solitaire si on veut jouer en solo. Il y a déjà plein de choses à faire déjà rien que sur ce mode normal. Vous allez voir les 2 autres vidéos où on vous expliquera les modes plus avancés du jeu. Et après vous avez aussi une page, la page Stigméria, le groupe Stigméria plus exactement, où du coup tous les mois il y aura des challenges. Comme il y a un scoring dans le jeu, du coup chacun peut montrer son score et essayer de faire le meilleur score possible. Et comme tu disais tout à l'heure aussi, comme il y a tout plein de possibilités, il y aura aussi la communauté qui pourra proposer évidemment ses propres défis, et puis du coup il y aura une extension vraiment pour du coop, et là je choisirai en fait des patterns, des différents défis qui ont été proposés par la communauté.
Alright, so that's a lot to translate. Alright, so if you're interested in a game, you have a Facebook community at the moment where you will put every month after the game release different challenge you can try to do by yourself and do as the quickest way possible to get the highest scoring and compare with each other. Obviously, you have we're working on a way for you to create your own challenge as well to offer it to the community. So it will come at some point in the future where you will be able to do your own puzzle and offer it to the community for them to try it out. Outside of that, I forgot what else you say.
Non, c'est juste que des parties étaient rapides en solo, etc. Mais qu'on va voir les 2 prochaines vidéos.
Yeah, it's really quick. It's a quick setup and quick playing. 20 minutes, 15 minutes, depend of how you play your action. It's not that long, so.
Mais après, chaque schéma peut être déjà refait plusieurs fois, puisque du coup, comme c'est de la pioche, évidemment, vous n'allez pas faire les mêmes stratégies pour arriver au même point.
Because you blindly take a token every turn, you can replay as much as you want the same puzzle forever, because it will always be different of how you pick up the token every turn. So.
Eh bien écoute, je te remercie, monsieur Moustache. Je vous remercie aussi d'avoir thanks you for your follow. N'hésitez pas d'ailleurs à vous abonner à la chaîne, puisque du coup là vous êtes sur la vidéo est sur la chaîne des éditions Garajeux. J'ai une chaîne où il y a 4000 personnes qui suivent sur les Garajeux tout court, et là du coup c'est une nouvelle chaîne exprès pour les éditions Garajeux, puisque vous savez que ça c'est le premier jeu, mais il y a plusieurs jeux qui vont suivre dans le même univers, et donc il y a tout un tas de jeux qui vont arriver par la suite.
Alright, so this is the channel for the Garajeux edition board game. This is the first one in a line of other game is already planning to release in the same world. So if you like this game, you will definitely like the other one, probably. You don't hesitate to follow and to subscribe if you want to get more information out of it. Obviously, because he has another channel where he only play board game from many different companies, who is just named Garajeux.
Yes. Et puis on se retrouve pour la prochaine vidéo, du coup, pour le mode compétitif, où vous allez avoir tout plein d'interactions entre les joueurs.
Alright, we see you on the next video to learn how to do versus mode. Same, we will do the setup and everything. So we'll see you on the same video, like the next video for the versus mode. Thank you very much for watching, and see you soon.
Bye.
Alright, bye.
Bye bye.